Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, all series videos. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video, I will be updating you on his mistress child. Please subscribe to this channel. Guess what? The truth behind Ashoks' death is in this video. You need to watch till the end to find out how it happened. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Yashoda could not stop crying. Krishna cried. But what happened, you will need to find out for yourself. Let's go. The episode starts with Babuji calling Yashoda and says there is a question in his mind and asks her, why did you bring Krishna here in this house? Mawa asks her to say. Yashoda says everyone knows the truth. Court permitted Krishna to stay here. Babuji says you couldn't give birth to a boy and brought Krishna here so that you can make him as heir of the family. Yashoda is shocked and says, how can I think like this? Amma says, we were thinking this thing all night, that you brought Krishna here, then involved Ashok in your plans, and then insisted to get him admitted in school. And you must have forced Ashok to give his name as father's name, so that he builds up relations with him. Yashoda says this is not true. She brought Krishna here due to court orders. Babuji says whatever Multi says is the truth. He says you might have forced Ashok to adopt Krishna, and that's why he left from here. He asks her to tell truly what is her relation with Krishna. Yashoda says, I have relation of humanity with him, and asks them not to accuse her wrongly. Mawa says Babuji is right and asks Yashoda to tell if she has any truth to say. Arvind asks her to be quiet. Mawa says everyone will hear. Yashoda says, I can't tell you the truth, and tells that when Ashok returns, you shall ask him. Mawa says, what if he never returns? Yashoda warns her to not say this again and says he has to come. I know he will come. Constable comes there and calls Yashoda. Yashoda asks if he is found. Constable says, today we got a dead body, and asks her to come and identify it so that they can hand over the body for the last rites. Sonu is standing outside and hears them. Yashoda and Krishna runs out. Amma faints. Arvind lifts her and takes her to the bed. He asks Mawa to inform him about Amma. He goes. Sonu comes to Kamini and tells her that Ashok has died, and Constable said that the dead body is in the hospital. Kamini asks which hospital. Sonu says, I don't know. Kamini gets emotional and says he's my brother and childhood partner. He can't leave us. Basar asks Sonu to stand outside Nani's house and make sure nobody sees him. He asks Kamini to let it happen and asks her to think that her Amma tried to kill her and God has taken his life. Kamini says, he is my brother. You are a strange person. How can we celebrate? Basar asks her to sacrifice big for big things and take street decisions for their betterment. He says, it will be good if the wealth recipient is less. He says whoever comes between the wealth and Sonu, they have to clean that person using the broom. He asks her not to be emotional and says we shall not divert from our aim. He says you used to say that your life ruined because of Ashok, and says this is the real chance to take revenge from him. He says when we get the news, you shall go to your Mecca to do sister's duties, and asks if she understands. Kamini says yes, and asks him to buy white sari for Yashoda. Bansel says okay, I will get it in the evening. Kamini says bring it now itself. The news will come soon. Yashoda and Krishna come to the hospital to see the dead body. Yashoda goes alone and sees the dead body's face. She sits down and cries. Krishna comes to her running. Yashoda signs no. Krishna sits. Yashoda hugs him and cries. Arvind comes there and sees Yashoda and Krishna crying. He looks at the dead body's face and says, this is not my brother. He asks Yashoda to come home and says don't know how to tell Amma. Doctor tells Marwa that Amma is in stress and shock. Asta and Nupur comes there and gets worried for their daddy. Amma gains consciousness and asks where is my son. Nupur and Asta ask what happened to our papa. Yashoda says nothing has happened to him. Amma hugs her. Krishna tells Asta and Nupur that he will soon come. Asta asks, why are you telling us? Krishna says, I thought you were both worried. Nupur says, this is happening due to you. Yashoda comes there and says, he is elder than you. Nupur says, Papa left home due to him. Yashoda hugs her and says, Papa must be missing us and he will soon return. She says it is not right to blame Krishna. It is not his fault. And I have brought him here. He didn't come here with his wish. Asta says you never accept his mistake. Nupur says if Krishna is not responsible, then you are responsible. Papa left home due to you. Babaji tells her that she is the reason for Ashok's decision. Yashoda cries. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.